Hello, this is Manesh Patel from the EII Capital Group. Today is September 5th, 2011. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis of the global markets, where we cover everything from the US to Europe to Asia. Okay, notice our normal disclaimer. This is this is for educational use only. All charts you can see are from Thinkorswim, TradeStation, and FreeStockCharts.com. Here are my contact details at mpatel@eiicapital.com. Here is basically our website, ichimokutrade.com, where you could access any of our free videos. And you can follow us on Twitter, Ichimoku Trading. Okay, we got a lot to cover. As you can probably tell, the markets are in a global mess. So let's get to them. Okay, so let's start off with Frankfurt. If you look at them, a couple of weeks ago we did a video. We came right down to our support level here, and we kind of bounced off that guy, and we kind of gone up a little, and then we're kind of going down a little here. So if you look at this, about probably 6,400 is our resistance level, and around 5,300 is basically our support level here. Remember, these are weekly charts for the DAX. So right now it's interesting to see what's exactly going to happen here, but it's ranging between those two. Whichever way it breaks is which way it's going to go. Hopefully it holds the 5,300 level. If not, it looks like it's either going to get to 5,000, which is the next support level there. London market, if you look at it, done the same thing, except notice how closer it is to cloud, which is good for the London market, but in some extent it's not also. 5,500 is basically resistance level, so you're right at this resistance level right now, and support level is basically at 5,000. So you kind of bounce between 5,000 and 5,500, which is a very small range compared to the German market. So that could be good in some sense and could be bad in some sense. Just depends exactly what happens there. Paris market, you can see that you have a support level here. It's around 2850. Resistance level is going to be around 3500. You notice all the markets are saying where they basically push down, pulled back up a little, and now it's kind of do or die for a lot of these markets. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of weeks, especially in September. September is going to kind of tell the entire story for the global markets completely. Let's go look at Israel. Same scenario here. 42 for the ETF is basically support level there. 52 is basically resistance level as far as the weekly time frame is concerned there. Turkey, same scenario there. Is 56 is support resistance level there. 44 is the support level there. Russia, if you look at Russia, it's kind of gone below the cloud now. Finally, it's kind of pulling back up. If you look at this ETF, around 28.50 is basically resistance level, and $21 is basically support level there. Okay. South Africa. South Africa is kind of holding its ground here. Not really doing much, so that's kind of good for South Africa. It's probably deal with because it deals with a lot of gold and stuff like that. So South Africa is holding on right now. If it actually sit there and break 80 on the ETF, then this does have a potential of going higher. So definitely keep a good lookout on for South Africa moving forward. Going forward, Stockholm. If you look at Stockholm, pretty much same as the CAC, the Paris market. Resistance level is going to be around about 1,020, about 1,050, and support level is going to be at 850. So it's pretty much doing the same thing as everything in Europe. Okay, so let's go over to Asia and start looking at the Chinese market. If you look at Chinese market, we came down here to the support level, bounced off that, came back up to about resistance level as 2650, kind of holding there. So about 2450 is basically the support level, and 2650 is basically the resistance level that we're kind of hanging on right now. This is tilting towards the bearish side, and it does look like a potential where it can go down to 2300. So be very careful for the Chinese market. Shanghai, pretty much same thing. 19,000 was a major support level, got there, bounced off there, and now kind of getting to its major resistance level at 21,500. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what's happened there, but this thing is just ranging between 19,000 and 25,000, like most of the markets out there. Tokyo, you can look at it here, was doing good, then it had a big spike down, looked like it was about to come out of everything from the earthquake, then it went down again around to about 8,800 on the market index. sorry, 8600, but then kind of start going back up. Resistance level is going to be at 9500, so this thing's just going sideways too, just like everything else out there. The Indian market here went all the way down to about 16,000, a little below 16,000 there, as you can see, then pulled back up. It's up to 16,821. It's a pullback level there. About a little less than 18,000 is basically resistance level, so only time will tell exactly what's going to happen there. But this is a major support level there, 15,500. If it breaks that, then this bubble is going to definitely bust in the Indian market. Sydney, if you could see here, went all the way down to support level here that we had drawn, then we bounced off there, and we're now kind of getting to its resistance level of 4,400. So that's kind of good. If it could break that, then this thing does have potential of going higher, but this is ranging just like every market out there. Okay, so let's go to the Americas. If you look at the Mexican market, look at that, it's in the cloud. It's broken this resistance level here, and then actually gone into the cloud now, which is good for the Mexican market, but that basically means it's going to consolidate, but it's still not that bearish compared to all the other global markets out there, so that's very good considering that everything that's going on. The Canadian market, you look at it, it's at the bottom of the cloud, which is at a minor resistance level there. 13,000 is a major resistance for the TSX, and you could see that this 11,750 was a major support level here as far as the TSX is concerned. Okay, go down to Brazil, Sao Paulo. If you come here, we went all the way down to 47,500, and then we came back up. We're now at a major resistance level right around 60,000. So the key thing is if we're going to hold or we're going to break down. So only time is going to tell us there. And then we look here at Bolivia. If you look here, sorry, this is Colombia. We're in the cloud, which is consolidating. So this is holding up just like the South African market. So these are different ones, definitely ones to sit there and keep a lookout and moving forward. Okay. And let's now go to the U.S. market. Remember, the left-hand side is the weekly time frame. Right-hand side is basically the daily time frame. So let's go look at the Dow, which has been the strongest one this year. And you can see from the weekly time frame, it got to the bottom of the cloud, broke through it, and then it came here. It's kind of hanging around here, which is around 10,918. So that's basically our support level there. Really, at 10,000, I would say this is probably going to be our support level here, 10,500 is a major support level there, and resistance level is going to be 11,307. So those are two levels that we're seeing there, and you could, just like at the other markets, you could kind of draw a trend line here. We're right at a minor support level here, so we're kind of do or die as far as the markets are concerned. But we really got to sit there and break 10,540 is a major support level, and resistance level is going to be around 11,575. If you look at the ES market, same thing. If you notice, this is below the cloud, so this is weaker than the Dow. And if you look here, same thing. 12,015 is basically resistance level there, and we're right at a support level. One of them right now, 1,140, which is basically a minor support level right now. If you look at the NASDAQ, we're pretty much in the cloud right now, so nothing going on right now. It's just basically consolidating, so there's nothing really going on here. If you look here on the daily time frame, 2203 is basically a resistance level, and 2059 is basically a support level, the major one. We're at a minor right now. And then TF, if you look at this is Russell futures. We're breaking down a lot on the Russell futures, as you could see, and basically if you look at it's at a minor support level right now. 650 is going to be this major, and 741 is basically a major resistance level there. That's it for this week. Just hold tight. It is right after Labor Day, so kind of wait till the second or third week in September to kind of see exactly where the markets are at and see where the trends are. Don't be in a rush to sit there and start trading. Patience is the key, and to find the trends and get on that little roller coaster ride to the very end, and that way you can enjoy the ride. Thank you and have a